The final principle is my favorite, and it's stories. I love this because as humans, we love to tell stories and we love to hear stories. Our brain is so wired to actually respond so well to stories. We remember things in stories. We love sharing them. It's just the perfect packaged thing to pass along to somebody else. But he adds something in here that we want to have this Trojan horse idea, where inside of our story, there's kind of a surprise, or there's a moral or a lesson or a little nugget of interesting information. This will make our story more likely to be shared. But that little nugget, the story, has to be directly tied to our brand. And he gives a great example of the Olympics of some brand that paid $1 gazillion for a guy to run out in a Speedo and jump into an Olympic pool. People remembered that event and that story, but nobody associates it. I can't even remember right now what was actually printed on the butt of his Speedo of the brand that he was supposed to represent, because it had nothing to do with a man jumping in the water. So you want to take this story and then weave it in with your brand so it's relevant to that brand. And so it has to relate to that. And the perfect venue for doing this are customer testimonials. Customer testimonials where they actually bring out, they'll tell a story about how this company delighted them or surprised them. It can be a customer testimonial, but it can also be an entertaining little story that has a nice little moral that relates to the brand's mission.
I actually think Chick-fil-A does a really good job of telling stories in both of those ways. They take their customer testimonial, and the story actually really is entertaining, but it literally points to Chick-fil-A, and it also points to kind of their morals and their mission. I don't know if you've seen those commercials, the people like sitting on a red couch and they're talking about my tire was flat and the Chick-fil-A employee came out and helped me change my tire or whatever. There's a million of them. But I think, first of all, it's a Chick-fil-A employee that is, saves the day. And so we know it's about Chick-fil-A. But also their whole mission, everything they say is always my pleasure. They're supposed to be this very service-oriented restaurant. And so it's proof that they actually do what they say, that they really do serve people. So one, the customer testimonial is saying Chick-fil-A is great, but also that we should be serving. And that kind of points to their mission as well. So I think they do a great job with that.